Hello everyone and welcome once again to Geography class. In this class we are going to see the third part of our topic and let's move. Chapter number 4 here we are going to have a discussion on the third segment. The third segment and its topic, let's see. Today our topic of discussion is weather and climate. Weather and climate of chapter number 4 and the topic is number 3. Chapter number 4 here topic number 3 weather and climate. We are going to see about what is weather, what is climate and what is the effect of weather and climate on us. So in our daily life, we are observing the different weather and the different climate. So first of all, we are going to have a discussion on what is weather and what is climate. So moving further to see what is weather and what is climate. First, it is going to rain today? Question mark. Will it be bright and sunny today? Question mark. So every day in our mind there are the questions are coming and that questions are speaking whether today is going to be raining day or is going to be sunny day by seeing our atmospheric situation. So in the same manner the people, how many times you have heard this form, anxious cricketer, fans speculating the fate of one day match. So what they are doing? So just they are more anxious. So their anxiety is to be anxiety only to have whether the cricket match is going to be there or not, cricket match is not going to be there. So next, if we imagine our body to be a radio, if we will think our body is a radio and the mind is its speaker. So weather is something that fiddles with the control now. So whether it is going to be there which is playing with all the buttons of our mind and brain. So by the weather word you can understand about what is the importance of weather in our day-to-day life. So what is weather? Weather is changes in the day-to-day or into hour the atmospheric condition. Next see into detail. Weather is the R2R. Weather is R2R or day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. So what is weather? So weather is day-to-day or R2R, atmospheric condition of the atmosphere. Then a hot or a humid weather may make one irritable. So one person can be irritable by if the weather is going to be too hot or is going to be too humid. Next, I repeat once again. Weather is the R2R or day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. So what is weather? It's a day-to-day or we can speak about R2R, the condition of atmosphere. Right? That is continuously changing. For an example, in morning it's raining and when it's reaching to afternoon it's sunny. So that's the example how the weather is changing. Suppose in a particular state only, at particular district it's raining, but in other district that is there is no rain over there. So like that the weather is changing. R2R. So weather is the R2R or we can say day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. The next, a pleasant breeze. Weather may make one cheerful and even after being cheerful, even plan for moving out. Weather can change dramatically from day to day. So weather is changing dramatically day to day. Today's weather was very pleasant. So tomorrow weather can be worse, it can be more rainy, it can be more sunny. So like that. Then the weather part is over to us. Now we are moving to our discussion on what is climate. So however the average weather condition of a place for a longer period of a time represent the climate of a place. Now you can understand why we have daily weather forecast. So that's why in a news channel also you have seen they are showing India's map and they are showing this particular area. They basically used to show the capitals of the different states, okay, whether it is going to be cloudy, it is going to be sunny, it is going to be raining. In newspaper also the weather report is published every day. So the people are aware about that next 2 days is going to be rain or next 2 days our area is going to be clouded. So where is raining, every atmospheric condition they are noting down daily. So what is climate? Climate is an average weather condition of a particular place for a longer duration of the time. Okay. Now after seeing this and this, the weather and the climate, to have you more crystal clear, I am showing you the bifurcation of the weather and the climate. Next, weather and climate. So see this. So in your mind now there will be no confusion related to what is weather and what is climate. Please see here. Weather, by seeing the photograph you can understand raining is there, cloudy is there, sunny is there. Weather means what? Weather is a R2R, day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. It's clear? The next, what is climate? The average weather condition of a place for a longer period of the time represent the climate of that particular place. Okay? So like that the differentiation of the weather and climate is clear to you. The next, what is weather? Weather means this R2R, day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. What is climate? So climate is the average weather condition of a particular place that is going to be represent the climate of that particular place. Moving further. Temperature. Okay. So what is temperature? First we are going to see. Sometimes you heard about hey, please don't increase my temperature. So we are not talking about that type of temperature. We are going to talk about temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is called as temperature. So the degree of hotness and coldness of the air is called as temperature, right? The temperature changes between the day and night and also from season to season. Then the temperature in the cities are much higher than the village, and the reason why we are going to see, and the reason is there is less greenery in the city and the buildings and the roads are made up from the concrete and metals with the head of up very fast. The solar anticipated by the earth is known as insolation. We are going to have a discussion on this. That the amount of insolation decreases from the equator towards the poles and from the earth's surface to the upper atmosphere. Then the cities are crowded and have very high buildings, keep it very warm. All these points we are going to have in a small paragraph and we are going to understand. So what is temperature? Temperature is a hot, otherwise the coldness condition or the degree of the air. The degree of hotness, we are talking about the degree of hotness and coldness of the air. That is known as temperature. Next, temperature. So the temperature you feel every day is the temperature of the atmosphere. So if you are feeling very hot today, so the temperature is high. If you are feeling very cold, so that's the temperature is cold. The next, the degree of hotness as well as the coldness. The degree of hotness and coldness of what? Of air. We are talking about the chapter air. In that the air is degree is hot, that is referred temperature. Degree of air is cold, that is the temperature. Temperature is high or temperature is low. The temperature of the atmosphere change not only between the day and the night, but also from season to season. When the seasons are changing, at that time also the particular temperature of that particular place is changing. When the summer season are coming, the temperature temperature increasing, we are feeling more hot. When the temperature is down, it's common that we are entering in the winter season. Next, summers are hotter than the winter. An important factor that influences the distribution of temperature is insolation. So what is insolation we are going to see? Insolation is the incoming solar energy which is going to interdissipated by the earth, that is going to be abstract by the earth, is called as insolation. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator towards the pole. Therefore, the temperature decreases in the same manner, and so the temperature is decreasing from the equator moving to the pole. With the help of one photograph, we are going to understand about the process of insolation. Okay. Next, this is insolation. Okay. So here we are seeing it is the amount of the sun energy reaching the earth at a given time and a place. And what is happening? So these are the sun rays, equator, so reaching to the poles, how it is given. Next, now do you understand why the poles are covered with snow? Okay. If the earth temperature rises too high, it would become too warm for some crops to grow. If the temperature is going to be high, what is going to be there? The meaning of here we are going to speak about the global warming. Moving further, the temperature in the city is much higher than the villages. The concrete and the metals in the buildings and the asphalts. So what is the meaning of this word? Asphalts of roads. I am going to show you one picture, by that you can understand what is asphalt. So get heated up during the day. The heat is released during the night. Also, the crowded high-rise building of the cities trap the warm air and thus rise the temperature of the city. That's why the cities are having the high warm temperatures and the villages are having the cold temperatures. See, so this is, on the roads we are moving, the blackish color, that is asphalt of the road. In a common Hindi language we are calling it a dumber. Dumber ki satti. Next, we are moving to the overview. So I request to each and everyone, this overview is very important. Please copy down this overview. So point number 1, weather is R2R or day-to-day condition of the atmosphere, and the weather, the average weather condition of a place for a longer period of the time represent the climate. So here the differentiation between the weather and climate is given to you. The next, what is temperature? So the degree of hotness and the coldness of the air is known as temperature. And the temperature of the atmosphere changes not only even day and night but also from seasons to season. Next, the solar energy interdissipated by the earth is known as insolation. What is insolation? The solar energy which is going to be interdissipated by the earth is known as insolation. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator to the pole. That's why the polar regions are covered with snow. The temperature in the city is much higher than the village, and the reason why already we have seen there is less greenery, plus the buildings and the roads are made up of the concrete and the metals. The next, which are heated up very fast. Cities are also overcrowded and have very high buildings which keep it very warm. Next, today's homework. Today's homework is first question, differentiate between weather and climate. First, the question number 1 is differentiate between weather and climate. In that, you have to write the definition of weather, you have to write the definition of climate, and one more point, which is the essential feature of weather and climate. So I request you all to please copy down these two definitions. Weather, what is the meaning of weather? What is the meaning of climate? The next is there from the textbook. Here I am showing to you page number 23, figure 4.3. You have to see this weather instrument. So these are the weather instrument. Thermometer is there, barometer is there, right? Rain gang is there, and wind vane is there. So this poll you have to observe today homework part. First homework is you have to write the differentiate between what is weather and what is climate. Question number 1 is that differentiate between weather and climate. Homework number 2 is that you have to read it, you have to see this. That's a figure number 4.3. Figure number 4.3 given on the page number 23. If you are having the NCERT textbook, you can read it from here. If you don't have an e-book from the NCERT website, and then you can observe this photograph. The next point is about that you have to write the definition of temperature. Definition of temperature. What is temperature? The next, what is insolation? What is insolation? This particular sentence we have to write as an answer for what is insolation. So the insolation is the incoming solar energy from the sun to the earth is called as insolation, right? The next, the note making. The note making from the overview you have to write. I repeat, first homework, differentiate between weather and climate. Okay. Second homework, from the textbook you have to see the figure number 4.3 and you have to see the different instruments which are used for the year. Then the next third homework is about that you have to write the definition of the two things, temperature and insolation. Then the next homework is to write the note making, what we studied in this presentation, weather, climate, temperature, insolation, and the reason why the cities are much hotter and the villages are not, and the reason also I stated to you. Next, this another overview, please see it. If you are missing out, you can have a screenshot and then you can write it down in your notebook. Please see it. Then next, lastly, it's the time to say you to thank you very much. Staying at home also, you are observing all my videos, you are sending so many comments to me and your inquiries and solving your doubts and difficulties. And this thanks is only not to you. It's a very difficult situation, but still we are making the learning to be possible. I request you all, please take it very seriously, and whatever the doubts if you are feeling, please let me know about that, and we are going to take that doubts in the upcoming one. Most of the doubts I am solving on the WhatsApp only, from the email only, and by the voice call only. I request you all, note making, don't forget to write. It's very compulsory for you, so that the chain of the chapter should not be break in between. Thanking to each and everyone for watching the video. Be safe and be secure at your home, and Jai Hind.